All right. So it's been a few weeks since you were last at Deep Space 17, I believe is how the star dates are working out. Um and your latest mission has sent you. I'll go ahead and pull up the staging area map. Your latest mission has put you in the Zitiles sector um for some really just some 5-year mission stuff. Get out there, explore, see what's out there. It's largely unexplored space. And so this is a perfect opportunity with the Ebon Expanse stuff winding down. Um, the Kuathlian Empire here putting diplomats on Deep Space 17. It's a good opportunity to get out and start exploring the region again. And so where I'm going to start the episode at, it's probably late in the evening, or not late in the evening, but probably around 1700 hours, let's say. A lot of people are in the mess hall getting their dinners and such. And so I figure that is where I'll put some of you for, I know it's been a while since we've played, but I figure this would be a good opportunity to get those role play juices flowing again before we get into the crux of the episode. So I'm going to throw you guys in the mess hall. And like I said, it's around dinner time. So a lot of the senior staff are, there eating, relaxing, shooting the breeze. A lot of random tokens in here. So yeah, I believe that is where we'll start.
I keep thinking, where is everyone? And then I remembered what to do.
Yep. Yep. So yeah, feel free to roleplay whatever you guys want.
Sorry, I'm just blanking. As I said, my my brain is not 100% today.
I was swallowing food.
Use it.
She is eating probably a pretty hefty meal. Being half Klingon, she has a pretty serious appetite. And, chewing up and, swallowing the food, drinking. Definitely not drinking blood wine. But probably some strong, probably, some kind of beer or ale or something. Commander Casey, would you like to join me?
Sure, perhaps for a light snack.
Yeah.
All this paperwork has interrupted my exercise regime. Can't do with putting on too many pounds on this mission. He'll just be kind of still partially absorbed in like his pad, I assume, doing first officer stuff. A lot of paperwork and reading.
Commander Krim. Rockefeller hands you a pad.
Krim will look at it, take it, look it over.
It's the specifications for the new EPS relays.
When did these come out? I mean, it looks like my update's probably buried in the paperwork on my desk.
Would you like me to install them?
Well, looking at their capabilities, I guess you could go on ahead and get started installing them now. Well, not, of course, directly, but, start making a maintenance schedule for everything and in order to get these updates put in. Everything that Starfleet had for us has kept us busy for a couple weeks, and good grief, I've lost track of what all was coming out of the engineering core.
The existing ones should be able to easily be updated with the new capacitor cylinder.
Understandable. Yeah, that would help prevent all the blowouts. Yeah, go on ahead and get started on those, Rockefeller. Not to... If you're also here to get yourself something to eat, go on ahead and get yourself something to eat. But at least for next time we're both on shift, let's make plans to get this updated.
Of course, sir. I just looks at everyone and kind of nods and then walks out.
Man, the engineering core, always finding something to update.
Building a better tomorrow through technology. Or something like that.
Yeah, possible, but still. Sometimes I wish they'd stop putting out new updates for the technology. I mean, sometimes it's like, come on, you're at the pinnacle of Federation technology already. I mean, at least until we can get good grief. I want to say slipstream drive, but we don't have it yet.
Man, Alice would love that. Well, I think I'm done with this meal. And she goes, turns her plate and utensils.
All right. While you all enjoy the rest of your evening, we'll head to the captain's quarters, where the captain, you are having a heck of a time trying to get your daughter Kesri to bed. No, I don't wanna.
1,700 hours?
We'll call it a little later than that at this point.
Okay.
Trying to keep time moving. Maybe 2,100.
How about I read you it's time to get to bed, and I'll read you your favorite story, or you can pick one. Look, see, even Jezu is ready to go to bed.
But I want to go to the holodeck.
It's too late for the holodeck.
You're mean. And she'll stop off into one of the corners of the room.
How about we go to the holodeck after my shift ends tomorrow?
You promise?
I promise.
But I still get a story?
I don't know. Unless you get into this bed, you're not going to get a story.
And she does the whole child runs and jumps into the bed.
Let's see, where did we left off at? Now, before I read the story, so that way I have everything ready to go, what holodeck adventure are you wanting to play?
Oh, I can't remember that guy's name. Flodder.
Haven't we done that one before?
I want Flodder.
Very well then. Flodder it is tomorrow. And because I can't remember any childhood stories at the top of my head, she's going to start reading a child story to her daughter.
Alrighty. We'll head to the bridge. It's probably we'll just keep time flowing here because how I want the stories to go. It's probably past midnight. Most of the senior staff are probably snuggled nice and tight into their beds or trying to sleep. Coda has drawn the night watch because I believe she was promoted last time. Question mark.
I believe we made her a lieutenant. Junior grade. Yeah, she's a lieutenant junior grade now. It only took like 2 years to get her promoted.
I mean that's normal anyway. But regardless, Coda is drawing the night watch. Along with Colonel Nayat Khan, Cheng at Tactical, and Rexia Soha at Ops. So whoever would like to play any one of these individuals, pick one.
I can play security.
Play the ops.
Which one are you taking, Krim? There's Coda, and then there's Colin O'Neill.
I really don't know. I might just take. I might just go on ahead and take the Coda.
Go ahead and have some fun role playing in these positions. I'll send info to people if and when needed.
Is she a lieutenant or a lieutenant junior? Well, I guess it don't matter.
Probably doesn't matter. Should be referred to as lieutenant either way.
Yeah. Lieutenant Coda, I am detecting a strange electromagnetic wave heading toward the ship.
Electromagnetic wave?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you said heading towards the ship.
Yes.
Are we still in we're not at space dock, are we?
No, you are. Here, I'll show up the map again. You guys are in space, flying right about there, heading galactic west. Just general exploration of the Zitiles sector. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but
All right. Then in that case, it's going to be Helm, try and evade it. If necessary, bring up shields on Mr. Chang.
Yes,
Sir.
Lieutenant.
Plotting course around the anomaly. Lieutenant, we're gonna have to hit straight for it. We unable to avoid the electromagnetic wave. Recommend structure integrity and shields to maximum.
Agreed. Make it so, Mr. Chang. Also, see if we can get the commander and captain up, just in case. Be ready to wake them up, just in case.
Understood.
all right.
Racing structural integrity.
Conal Nay, go ahead and give me a daring or control con difficulty 1. So this is by the ship Sensors Con. Someone who's working on structural integrity.
Sensors con?
What's that?
What? Say that again?
For con roll, it'd be daring or control con difficulty 1. With ship assist. And then the second question was somebody? I heard somebody mention structural integrity.
Shields and structural integrity compensators to maximum.
All right, whoever's doing the structural integrity, just give me a control with either engineering or security difficulty of 2.
That would be me. Let me find his sheet. Take a threat.
Yes, helm ops for focus.
Well, termination spin, fly high, fly bold. For a reroll?
Sure.
Said
All
the
right,
ship.
Yep, just need the ship engines con.
I am rolling really bad. I should be playing D&D with these rolls.
That's what we get for talking about D&D earlier. But yeah, that would be probably all hits. So yeah, in the moments before whatever this wave is strikes the ship, Colonel is able to pilot the ship to more or less be able to bring the ship head on into it. And the shields and structural integrity were brought up in time. And as the wave strikes the ship, that was weird. You guys still hear me?
Yeah.
For some reason, Discord just randomly reloaded on me.
Yeah. Last we got was you. The ship, when the ship was struck, this happened, and then that was it.
Well, this is quite the cliffhanger.
The who?
Cliffhanger. What happened next?
Yeah, the last thing we just heard was when the ship gets hit.
Oh yeah, I sent them to Das.
Yeah, and I think I had my mic off when I said everything. She said, Lieutenant, I'm getting data inputs that are overloading the communication channels. Or almost overloading. I'm gonna try to make sense of it.
What kind of data?
I'll give you insight or reason, difficulty of 2.
Alright. I don't, probably need a communication focus for that one. So, just Lieutenant appears to me audio. Audio on a light speed only wave format.
Can we make sense enough to play it?
Trying to play it. Jim?
All right. When you try to play the audio files, the speakers on the bridge are almost overloaded with how many different types of communications are being played through. Some of it appears to be advertisements. Some of it public service announcements. All of it appears to be communications, and some of it you think might be personal thoughts of people.
Okay. That's a jumble and mess. Can I isolate any of it?
If you want.
Yeah. See if I can maybe separate it out to find if there's something actually important in there.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a control engineering. I'm going to spend some threat. Let's give this difficulty 2, complication 2.
Yeah, she don't have. One momentum for a third die. She don't have any talents, but she's a support character, so. Main at least.
All right, so as you start working to try to isolate some of the advertisements or some of the audio file, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And you get things like for only 999 kroners, don't forget your ocular implants installed by. And then it switches to another one. This is a public service announcement from the Raw DO Consortium. Don't forget, your ocular implants are mandatory starting next Thursday. And then you hear other ones. Don't forget, dear, you have to go to school tomorrow. The next semester's starting up. And then you hear another one. Yeah, I don't understand why they're making this mandatory. You know how they are in government, always trying to impose their will on the people. And then you isolate another one. Yeah, I've heard that she likes them. Did you hear that? No, I didn't hear that. And it just keeps going on like that. You know, a lot of personal stuff, advertisements, other types of public service announcements.
All right. Well, Lieutenant, do you want to? What do you want me to do?
I think it's about time we got the captain involved. It's a little out of my depth here. Because while this is strange, it might be nothing, but the captain might think otherwise. True.
It is a mishmash of information.
Yeah. See if Commander Casey's awake first.
Page Commander Casey.
I mean, you could always call them on the, your nice little handy dandy
true.
communicators.
Oh yeah, you got the
bridge to Commander Casey.
Casey, you hear your communicator chirp, and very groggily you kind of roll out, or I'll let you act out what you do, but you hear your communicator chirp, and the bridge called down to you.
Yeah, he'll just kind of like squint, and then like roll over and sort of get it off his nightstand, his communicator. Casey here. What's going on?
Sorry to wake you up, sir. We appear to have been hit by some sort of electromagnetic wave, which almost overloaded our comm channels, and it's very weird. Appears to only be on a light speed only waveform. And it appears to be advertisements, public service announcements. Don't know where it came from.
Is there... Do you estimate that there's any threat to the ship?
Not immediate threat, sir, but I'm a little bit out of my depth here.
Very well. I'll be on the bridge momentarily. And he'll just roll out of bed and put on whatever his closest pair of civilian clothes is.
Alrighty. Back on the bridge while you wait for the commander.
So, Hawk, why don't we try and get as much information as we can from that? The commander might be a little bit perturbed. I woke him up. Let's try and soothe that a little bit.
Would you like me to scan for inhabited worlds or trace the source of the signal?
Yeah, if you could, try and get me as much information as you can, as well as some of those advertisements, public service announcements. Try and isolate some of them and see what we get in its entirety.
Okay, Lieutenant. I will try to track the wavelength's origin and
All right.
Start there.
So this is going to be this will be either a insight or reason with either science or con, difficulty 3, assisted by the ship's sensors and science.
Okay. Sensor operations is a focus.
Yeah.
So I used the momentum for the last roll. Can I use the other one to roll 3 dice? Unfortunately, I don't have any.
You have advanced sensors, right?
Oh yeah, on the ship probably. Yeah. Right? I think so. Take a look.
You do.
Yep. So that makes it 2 then.
Yep.
Step 3. Cool.
So yeah,
Was the complication range still 2?
just normal.
Oh, okay. Well, let's switch it back. Luckily, I didn't roll one.
All right. So far, you gain 1.
Cool. Lieutenant, I've traced the signals to a trinary star system about 5 light years away.
All right, thank you. Commander. And Kodo will get up.
Is the it's not playing anymore, is it, the audio?
Depends if they kept it going on or not.
No,
I was trying
it's
to
not
record.
playing.
Yeah. I was going to say I was going to try and record some of it, especially any of it not isolated, to make it so we have some log of it in case we wanted to reference it.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a control engineering diff 2.
That is the wrong sheet.
Yeah, so you're able to have the ship filter out these and set to save as opposed to being purged right away by the computer. So yeah, they're being saved.
Okay.
So pad Commander Casey and go, here's what we've got, sir. I've been having Soha try and isolate and record some of the audio signals. It almost our communications.
Very good, Lieutenant. And he'll sort of scroll through the pad. Very interesting. Have you located the source?
Yeah, it's coming
It's
from a
about
yeah, your audio is roboting a lot from it's coming from a trinary star system about 5 light years away, Commander.
Have you detected any more of these anomalies?
Nothing new. The wave pattern seems to be steady now, Commander.
Understood. Thank you very much for the information. I'll have to wake the captain with this. Continue about your duties as normal. I'll come back if we need to change course. And he'll go take the turbo lift down to, I guess, probably just one deck below would be Captain and XO quarters.
Alrighty. I don't think we have a Voyager style room.
There should be one.
Is it? Main engineering, briefing room, ready room, sick bay, mess hall. I have a DS-17 guest cabin that we could use. Might as well.
He'll ring. Hopefully, there's like a nighttime door chime that'll just go in the captain's room so it doesn't wake her kid or anything.
Oops, wrong thing.
I added the map.
Aha. Okay, I see it.
And as the room changes in front of his eyes, he
Let me populate
chimes
it.
again.
There we go.
Opens the door. It's Commander.
Sorry to wake you, Captain. The Bridge Watch encountered an anomaly. The ship went through it without any significant danger, but we detected a rather unusual anomaly. It's a sort of a communication stream on a light speed only wave format, and he'll hand the pad over to her. The risk to the ship, there does not seem to be a risk to the ship, but we of course would need your permission to redirect course if you'd like to explore this.
Authorization granted so long as it's outside of Coathian space. And hopefully make sure it's not anywhere near that location.
It wasn't near their space, was it, GM?
Yeah, it's outside.
Okay. No, Captain, and he'll point sort of on the pad to scroll down to where the approximate location was determined to be. SOA estimates that the signal's originating from around this area. It's about 5 light years away and within unclaimed space. So there shouldn't be. We don't expect any threats in going to explore this.
Have life science start sniffing through the data that's been collected and proceed on course to the system.
Understood, Captain. Uh, I'll advise low warp so as not to mess with the crew rotation too much. It seems we're still well on schedule with our mission.
This is why we're out here, Commander.
Enjoy your sleep, sir.
And try to get a few hours of shut eye yourself, Commander.
Will do.
Have a good night, Commander. And she shuts the door and heads back to bed.
And Casey will head back up to the bridge.
All right. While the commander was away, I sent some information to some people.
And Casey returned the bridge. Lieutenant or Commander, I've found something interesting in the data collected. There is a audio about a spacecraft triggering a defense relay.
A defense relay. Could this be some sort of threat that we would encounter?
Perhaps, or certainly something having to do with the civilization that is transmitting this, maybe. Can I get any more information from this?
So basically, it's what it is. It's a conversation you that was flagged.
Oh, okay.
You know, they're talking about the ship that this what terminology? Some type of unknown spacecraft triggering a defense relay. As much as I could give you without rolls.
Did we encounter in the sensor suite any defense relays? In case it's warship?
Not that you know about.
Do they detail what the craft looks like?
This is all I could give you without rolls.
Yeah, and
Fair enough. Scan for defense relays in this area, I guess. Or anything that might be one.
Okay, go ahead and give me a reason or insight with science, difficulty 4, assisted by the ship sensor science. And then if anybody else wanted to dip into the info.
Mm-hmm. Sensor operations for focus.
Yes.
Taking momentum for a third die. And it's too bad you don't have intelligence here.
And then just sensor science for the ship.
Did the advanced sensors lower that by any chance?
Yeah, you
Okay.
got it.
Cool.
As you are moving closer to the trinary star system, with it being a trinary star system, obviously it's giving off a lot of radiation and is playing some havoc with your sensors.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But now that you think you know what you're looking for, you do notice at this point, very dated sensor relay
Okay. I will.
that you did pass through roughly 20 minutes ago.
Okay. I will send that data to the commander's console and into navigation. And say it looks like we passed a ancient sensor relay about 20 minutes ago, Commander.
Not ancient, just dated.
Dated.
Like
Okay.
maybe 15, 20 years.
Oh, okay. So earlier technology then. Alright. A dated sensor relay. About 20 minutes ago, Commander.
Perhaps we're the ship then.
Could very well be, sir.
Let's operate under the assumption that we aren't alone here and that they know we're around. I don't see any strong evidence of threats to us at this point, but keep your wits about you and a close eye on all the sensors.
Aye, Commander.
Ensign Connell, continue to proceed at low warp. We're not in a rush on this mission. We'll begin the assessment of the planet or the system when Alpha Shift takes over. In case you also send a notification to the night shift science to begin there, to just get a head start on the surveys.
Looks like a first contact situation, sir.
Could very well be. Nonetheless, I think I'd better get a little bit of sleep. It'll be a busy day ahead tomorrow. When you're all off shift, make sure you also get good rest. We can't be sure what the needs will be for the crew in the next part of this mission.
Understood, sir.
You have the con, and he'll head back.
Play that or send that to the commander.
Well, it'd be Coda. Commander went to bed.
Oh, Coda then.
All right, then in that case, let's maintain shields up just in case. That might be prudent.
All right, we'll go ahead and go to the next scene. This will be early alpha shift. I think we'll head to the mess hall, probably right before senior staff takes the bridge. You're getting breakfast, whatever you need to from the mess hall. Maybe getting your turn over here, or just talking amongst yourselves. Casey obviously looks very tired, having been awoken a few times during the night.
Casey will get a very large coffee and a big plate of bacon and eggs.
You alright, Commander? You look a little sleep deprived.
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, we're going to be conducting this system survey. I was woken up throughout the night to advise on the situation.
Yeah, there was a rather lengthy bunch of info and some audio for me to hear as well. Looks like a first contact.
And it does seem that way.
Do you have any orders, or is Captain going to make a decision?
Well, the captain made the decision to conduct the exploration.
Mm-hmm. All right.
My only standing order was to keep a good eye out for any threats to the ship, and I'm sure the crew did this admirably.
Sounds like I'm going to have a busy day ahead.
Indeed. Well, that's hence the large breakfast.
Yep. She will definitely have a large breakfast. And some juice.
All right, we'll head back onto the bridge then. Alpha shift is pouring in from all directions, ready to take their positions.
Good morning, Lieutenant. See, you had a busy night.
Yes, Captain. Here's the report from the night crew, ma'am.
I already started going over reports. Good job. Go get some rest.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, right, Bedden's not here.
Oh, we don't have the third security officer made. Oh no. Krim would be down here.
Thank you.
Well, it appears that they have noticed us.
It certainly seems that way.
Ensign Kanalni, are you still good to pull a double shift for today?
Yes, Captain. I agreed to take Wagner's shift.
Very well, Ensign. ETA on arrival into their system?
We are still looking at 2 hours, Captain. Unless, of course, you would like me to increase speed.
No, I don't think that would probably alarm them at this point.
Dahas, give me an insight or reason with engineering difficulty 3.
This is really horrible.
Unless, of course, you want to pawn it off.
Yeah, I'd like to let Krim handle it. Send it to him.
So, difficulty was what?
Diff 3.
I'm guessing my focus in computers does not apply.
I'll allow it.
Take a threat.
I like threat. Got it.
This is weird. Over the past few hours, it appears that we have collected years worth of data from the logs collected through the night.
Years.
Anomaly as well.
You're roboting, so I got like part of that.
Any better?
Yes.
We might be dealing with a temporal anomaly as well. Time dilation, I don't know what yet.
Any temporal disturbances on sensors within that system, Lieutenant DeHaas?
Scanning. None detected, Captain.
Well, keep an eye out just in case.
Aye, sir.
Lieutenant, are there any spacecraft in the area?
I only detected the relays, right, GM? No spacecraft?
No spacecraft. I mean, minus one of their sensor relays every now and then.
Yeah. Just sensor relays, Captain. No actual spacecraft. Send this audio to the captain as well. It looks as though that they're surprised by us moving slowly, Captain. Thinking we should be going much faster.
What's our current speed, Ensign?
Warp 4, Captain.
Commander Crane, do you think it is possible using their form of communications that we could, at least the way they're communicating, to tap into their communications and attempt to communicate with them?
Only if you want to be. I'd have to see the information. Probably
You're
their
roboting again.
population. If we wanted to try, we probably would be broadcasting to the entire population. I'm not sure how feasible that would be.
Lieutenant, are we close enough to get a scan of that system?
Jim?
It will be
Can
difficult. It will be difficult.
Okay. It's possible, but challenging, Captain.
Attempt to boost the sensor resolution. And I will give you my determination to create an advantage for that.
All right, I'll let you decrease the difficulty by 1
Mm-hmm.
for the captain's thing, advantage creation.
Okay.
You know, adjusting the sensor resolution.
Yep.
The ship sensors will bring it down to diff 3. An unknown elemental factor that I'm spending Thrent on will bring it back up to diff 4.
All right. Focus sensors.
Yep.
Reason science.
Yes.
All right.
Advanced sensors?
Yeah, he already lowered it.
Yeah, I lowered it to diff
then
3, and then I spent Threat to bring it back up to 4.
Give you a threat for a third die. And I am getting the ship assist, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Using the determination I gave you to lower the difficulty?
Yeah, we did
You
that.
had to call for a value for that, though.
Oh, my man. I'll
Do you?
reroll
I don't think
one.
you do if you're using it to create advantage.
You
There you
do, yes. I don't have to use my values to give them the determination, but they still make it. The diff 4 there. It's not diff 5 now.
A theory for every situation. Probably be the only value that I have that would fit.
One sec. What was the value you were using?
A theory for every situation.
I don't think that would apply to adjusting the sensor resolution.
Alright. Well, nothing better than practical experience then. Because the other two were Klingon ones. And I don't know if they'd be
That would probably be fine.
suitable.
Probably, you probably could get mission directive on it.
I mean, yeah, that would definitely be a thing.
Mm-hmm. Let's go for mission directive then. That's probably better applicable.
You also have technical expertise, so if you want to the ship to
Or I can
reroll-
reroll the ship one, yeah. Let me do that. Oh well, that one didn't help. I still got 4, thanks to my Thanks to the focus.
No, you be re-rolling for the ship, not your sheet.
Well, I re-rolled with my bold science.
Yeah, you already did that, and then
Yeah.
okay.
And then I re-rolled the ship and got
No, you
a
didn't.
0. Yeah. Didn't get anything, unfortunately. But at least I got the diff 4. So,
Oh, so it does. Okay. Okay, what's the roll here? One, two, three, four. So you got 4 here, right?
Yep.
And ship missed.
Yeah. Even the re-roll missed
Okay.
for having the technical expertise.
Alrighty.
So,
Let me go ahead and type this out to you.
It's quiet.
Yep. Sending him the data.
Computers are acting a little slow today.
What happens when you're seat of the pantsing this one?
well, Captain, having lots of trouble getting readings from the system. I can make out the 3 stars. They appear to be stationary and don't seem to be rotating around each other. When I tried to scan the planets, though, I'm having trouble detecting them. They appear to be more like little streaks on my scanners. They appear to be moving too fast for me to get a proper picture of them. I'll send this information to her pad and post it here.
Ensign, drop us out of warp at maximum distance on the very edge of the system.
Aye, Captain.
Commander Krim, do you think you could realign the sensors to adjust for the increased speed in which they're orbiting?
I'm not gonna make any promises, but I'll see what I can do, Captain.
I'll go ahead and give you a roll. It's just going to be an advantage creation roll. Diff 2, Comp 2.
So
Control engineering.
okay. Go on ahead and take a threat.
Gimme, gimme, gimme.
And re-rolling one of those.
Just got it.
Yep.
All right, I'll send you what that means.
I think I've got it as good as I'm going to get it, Captain, but it's going to be just snapshots as they circle around, but that's about as good as I can get for you.
Well, they say one picture tells 1,000 tales. And our science officer is AFK. Commander Casey, what are your thoughts on this?
Casey fall asleep?
No, I just got back.
And then never mind.
I had to get my phone isn't charging. I had to get some rubbing alcohol. Try and clean the port.
Was that before or after the scan of the system?
I left before the scan, I think.
All right. DeHaas put the scan details because I think the captain wanted some RP with you. So at 8:25, well, whatever it is for your time. DeHaas's last message is the scan details.
Right. So the planets are like orbiting really fast, but the stars aren't orbiting at all.
I think the orbits they're probably orbiting. They're just the orbits are so fast they look like they're standing still. At least that's my takeaway on it.
Well, Captain, I don't. I'm not a very scientifically inclined man, but based on my academy physics classes, this does not seem to follow along with our current understandings.
Lieutenant DeHaas.
Yes,
Uh,
Captain.
Commander Krim was able to tweak the sensors for you to where you could get snapshots of the planets. Should be able to at least detect on what, or at least be able to find one, the habitable one, and get an idea of their technological level.
I mean, and so we'll rescan them and try to figure out
Right.
which one's inhabited or.
All right, I'm gonna make this base difficulty 6. You still got your 2 advantages, so it's gonna be a difficulty 4.
Okay. Hmm.
Unless you're waiting to get closer, and then this would be different.
We were gonna stop at the edge of the system.
Okay. Let me recalculate then. I just wasn't sure exactly when you were going to scan, but if you're doing it at the edge of the system, this will be easier. We're at the edge of the system, Captain.
Thank you, Ensign.
Okay. So then this will be a difficulty of 2 then.
All right. Reason science. Sensors for focus.
Yep. I just need the ship. There we go. Gain 2 momentum. All right, I'll narrate what you see. As you're scanning, you're putting up the images on the view screen for everyone on the bridge to see. And what you're getting is you are able to determine which planet is the habitable one. It's a M-class planet. Maybe a little smaller than what you would estimate Earth to be. However, every time that you're able to get that snapshot of the sensors, you estimate that possibly years are going by. Months, if not years, depending on how quickly you're able to get a proper image. Sometimes, maybe a few months, maybe you'll see a city develop. Another one, you're able to get a clear picture, maybe a year or so goes by. And, you can see like the rise and fall of an entire state, so to speak. Oh, and I do have to do something since you stopped. I'll just say what it is. So your computer flags another conversation. The spacecraft we have been tracking for many, many years has suddenly stopped at the edge of our system. There is no doubt now that this is a natural occurring phenomenon. And then a bunch of conversations between people happening through the the waveforms. Electromagnetic waves.
Years. That's definitely a serious time difference, Captain.
Are you able to calculate the time differential that they're currently existing in?
Can I make some kind of calculation to determine that, or will I need Krim to engineer it?
Yeah, I'll give you a roll. Let's make this a difficulty 4.
Astrophysics as a focus?
No, I don't think so. Well, I'll take that back. I'll give you astrophysics at increased complication. Because if you're doing it from trying to count the orbits, then yeah. I can give you that.
Yeah, alright. Yeah. Okay. Let's see, difficulty 4.
Yep.
Is the ship assisting me any?
I'll give you computer science.
When computers be a better focus.
No.
Alright. Let's try astrophysics then. Let's see. 2 dice is 3, right?
Yes.
So, 1 threat and 2 momentum. Reroll the 1 with hold.
Want to reroll the ship with?
2,
Yeah.
6, 7.
It should probably. Yep.
Man, I could have had 2 complications on this. Damn rerolls. 2, 4, 6, 8. So you gain 4 momentum from that. I would say that for every, let's call it, minute that passes on your ship, roughly, I would say 3 months go by on the planet.
Oh, wow.
You know, plus or minus, but
Yeah. Captain, it looks like every minute that passes in our time, at least 3 months possibly pass on their planet. So,
Have you isolated what form of communication they're using? Is it standard electromagnetic wavelengths, similar to radio? Or they've yet mastered the ability of subspace?
should have enough readings on their communications by now to determine that.
you have that answer.
So which one? I guess it's radio then, right? Oh, you're messaging me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you know what the
Yeah.
answer is.
Yeah. Yeah. They're still using electromagnetic, Captain, so yeah, radio.
Do you think if we recorded a message that we'd be able to speed it up for them when we transmit it? Commander Grimm?
It's possible, Captain, but we'll make sure to try.
Computer, begin recording. This is Captain Israel Prax of the Federation Starship Expedition. We come greeting you in peace. We are explorers from a far distance from your world. We have calculated that for every minute of our time passes, 3 months passes on your world. We hope this transmission reaches you and you're able to cannot speak now. Decipher it and able to communicate back with us. Computer end program or end record.
All right, now you want to send that, correct?
Not yet, but Commander Casey, this might be in violation of the Prime Directive. But considering they've already spotted us and have certain capabilities, I think it might be reasonable to reach out to them.
A very good course of action, in my opinion, Captain.
Any objections? She looks around the bridge. Lieutenant DeHaas, have you gathered intelligence on their technological capability?
Am I able to determine their tech level?
Give me insight engineering, difficulty 3.
Wow.
Yeah, you try to determine this from still photos, basically.
Yes, that's not gonna happen. Probably very well. I'm a 9. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't have anything. Sensors as a focus?
No.
Yeah.
You can probably ask Krim for help.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to ask him for help because my engineering is Hey, Krim, would you like to assist me with, or take the lead on determining the tech level of this planet and society?
Of course, I'll see what I'll come up with. And you said insight or reason, correct?
Yes.
I'll assist if that's okay.
In that case, go on ahead and take a threat there, Ed. Well,
Best you can tell, judging by the pictures, you'd maybe estimate late information age.
I was gonna spend my determination to re-roll that, but
I mean, if you want.
on nothing is too difficult.
If you want to. I was going to give you succeed at cost.
Oh well, I've already hit it on my end, and I still.
Confirmed late information age.
Hmm.
Lieutenant Haas, continue monitoring to see if they attempt to communicate with us first.
Aye, Captain. Continue monitoring.
All right, so what are we doing?
Waiting to see what they do for a moment before we send the message. Because obviously, 1 minute's is literally 3 months.
Yeah, so far the computer hasn't flagged anything. It's mostly just everyday whatevers. It hasn't flagged anything mentioning spacecraft or anything targeting the skies or anything.
Probably wait to see what we'll do, Captain.
The issue is, I don't want. They've already continued living in existence with our knowledge, or with very limited knowledge of us. Whether or not this message will throw their entire society in turmoil. See what we can learn about their society before we commit to greeting with them. Analyze their communication data and see if we can get an idea of what their society is like.
Go ahead and give me a. We'll probably make this insider reason with con difficulty 2 to compile information by them.
I guess that will be the Helms officer, because he has technically the highest recent con at a 13. What's the difficulty?
We'll call it 3.
Take a threat and spending 2 momentum. No focus. Pray for 1. We got the 1. Pray for the 1.
How much threat did I get?
1.
Die rolls tonight.
Yeah. I kind of only rolled that, so.
I think that's them in a nutshell. Pronounced Ra Dio.
Is it safe to assume that little technological advancement happens?
Yeah, you could assume that.
Computer, send the transmission sped up. And let's wait for a reply.
Okay, this is going to be daring or control with engineering, difficulty 5. I'm going to make complication range 3.
Oh. Okay.
So this is by communications engineering.
Let's see here. So I'm guessing computers would not count as a focus here.
Nope.
All right, then. I'm going to give you a threat dump.
I do enjoy threat.
I think I got it.
Aw, sons of beaches. You gain 1 out of all of that. Okay, so when the message is sent, your computer and your communications are literally bombarded with messages from pretty much the entire planet, because as predicted, this is pretty much an open broadcast to the entire planet. So a lot of these messages are, asking, who you are, where you come from, basic information like that. Others are more fearful. Are you here to take them away? Are you here to hurt mommy? Stuff like that. You do flag, the computer does flag a few of them as a fringe part of society are praying to the starship. Praying to the expedition, so to speak. But that's very low in number in a fringe group. On some of the more official channels, a lot of the communication seems to be like controlling potential chaos. Like they think that they're going to be overthrown because of this event. So a lot of the official, in quotes, channels are saying don't interfere with our populace. Don't sow dissent in our population, stuff like that. So you get like a wide range of responses to this.
Did we make it? Oh, comms engineering for the ship.
Yeah. Did you guys not hear a thing I said?
I just got back.
No.
I heard it.
Okay.
I heard it.
We're good.
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody else heard it, so you can feel Captain in. Well, Captain just appeared. I didn't see the be right back, so I'm like, shit.
I did BRB in Discord.
I know I didn't see it.
Well, Captain, as predicted, it was a specific cast. Everybody heard it.
The response.
More frightened than anything else, I would think. There are some fringe people that are creating a religion around us. But the more official response is, please don't interfere with our populace and stuff like that.
So basically, I'll kind of just recap for you. The normal population are more curious, as basically asking personal questions. Where do you come from? What brings you here? Some of the more frightened ones are saying, are you going to take us away? Are you going to take mommy? There's a fringe group that has basically thought of the USS Expedition as gods. More official channels, in quotes, are saying don't interfere with the populace. They're more concerned about it being overthrown more than anything. Like they see this as a threat to their power, so to speak. If that makes sense. Yeah, Dahas nailed that on the head, yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to summarize it.
Benacrim, prepare a probe to leave behind to monitor the system. Colony, plot a course away.
Aye, Captain. Course set.
Probe ready to launch.
Launch the probe. Let's keep an eye on them for the time being, and let's see what else is out there before we cause further damage. Well, I cause further damage.
Course ready.
Launch the probe. Assuming the probe's away.
Yep.
Helm, engage. And before we move out of range, Lieutenant DeHaas, continue monitoring.
Aye, Captain. Continue monitoring.
Since I have some threat. So as you're continuing to monitor the communications as you leave, you do notice and hear talk of a government crackdown on some of the dissident movements about this. So you know the government basically just cemented control over their people. You're not exactly sure of the methods those were not communicated. But you know the people that were maybe talking that you know maybe this government isn't for them, those people were cracked down on pretty harshly, you imagine.
Still don't think that would be our fault, but it would only have accelerated it. Commander Casey, mark this system as off limits 5 light year radius.
Aye, Captain.
All right, so you move outside of range. You know, you clear the 5-mile radius. You're probably a good 7 light years from the course by now. You're probably toward the end of Alpha Shift at this point.
Commander Krim, I think you need some bridge time. Why don't you take over for a few hours?
Captain,
Of course.
detecting a strange reading off the starboard bow, Captain. Or,
Ray shields. Identify the strange reading.
Give me a Diff 3, please. Diff 3 science roll.
okay.
Be Diff 2 with your sensors.
One threat. Sensors for focus.
Yep. Oh, wow. Just need the chip.
Somebody got that or should I know?
Normally Captain gets it, but I think Captain went AFK for a minute.
Oh. That's understandable. Sensors for science.
Yep, sensor science. Gain 4. Probably just wait with that information until Captain comes back.
Oh, great.
What's the strange energy reading?
Possibly a cloaked vessel, Captain. I can't identify it.
Momentum gained and spent.
Oh, you gained 4. So you have a float right now. Did you use a momentum?
No.
Or
I
did you-
gave you, remember I
Okay.
gave you a threat.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I collected thread. Yeah. So you got a
Just-
float.
Just want to make sure I did the count right. Type of energy for the float and or free question.
Type of what now?
Type of energy.
It's obviously not Cleon or Romulan, since we would be able to identify those.
Speed and time for intercept then.
It is matching your course and speed, but they're maintaining, a few 100,000 kilometers. And yeah, you're probably right. I will fix something on that. Says, yeah, you're right. You probably would tell what it is.
Yeah, because I am half Cleon after all. Plus all the Cleon Romulan Federation interactions. I think it is a modified Klingon float, Captain.
Opening hailing frequencies. This is Captain Israel Prax of the Federation Starship Expedition. Please identify yourself. It's the vessel that's 100 kilometers off our port.
It is moving away, Captain.
Track it.
Aye, Captain.
Perhaps they've realized their ambush is foiled.
Perhaps.
Well, they were following us for some reason.
Can you calculate the heading that they came from?
Aye. Well, they're heading toward the old Emily spans, Captain. There's no... I can't track from when they came from, Captain, due to the interference of the trinary star system.
Helm, match course and speed of unidentified vessel.
Aye, Captain. Matching speed. And I think with that, I think we will call that a to be continued.
Suspicious.